Well, Ray and Sarah both came back from the dead,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're joining this amazing team. What's their dynamic going to be like?
It's a little bit yet to be unveiled, I guess. We haven't had any scenes to get group scenes, and we have like a little asides to each other, little pieces here and there. But that's a combo that hasn't been established yet. Ray and Sarah, Ray and Rip, and Ray and Jax really haven't had too much interaction, like character interaction, other than we got to do this, we got to do that, mission type stuff. So I look forward to it, but I don't see yet.
Now, we've seen a picture of you with Mick and Captain Cold in the bushes.
Oh, yeah. Sneaking around.
What's the dynamic like for those characters? Because it seems like such a straight-laced characters, you could have a lot of fun with that.
Definitely. I think I'm having a lot of fun with it, and the writers are having fun teaming us up together, making a team of us. And we learn a lot. Ray's kind of learning a lot from Captain Cold and Heatwave about himself, about maybe he doesn't know everything about everything, and that there's value in having these guys a part of the team. He kind of understands why Rip would bring these guys along. And I said most of the stuff I've had has kind of been with them putting the two polar opposites or the three polar opposites together has made fireworks in its own way and fun story stuff, I think. Comedy and drama alike.
Would Ray use a time machine to save Anna?
Oh, I think the temptation is certainly there. I think you certainly wouldn't put him past himself to at least think about it and entertain the idea.
Time travel is a big thing to kind of wrap your head around, even in the kind of worlds of Arrow and Flash, where so much extraordinary things have happened. How is he dealing with going to these different eras and kind of being on the ship and dealing with all these massive changes from his life from what it was a couple of years ago?
He's extremely psyched about it. I mean, I think he's the most gung-ho of anybody in this journey, and certainly about the time travel and the science and how does it work and all the stuff he and Professor Stein kind of go back and forth, like theorizing of how this is even possible. And so he really thinks it's awesome. And what was the other? There's another part of that to answer that.
What is it? How he was just dealing with everything?
So he's because of the nature of the epicness of the journey, that's really what excites him about joining Rip's team, because they can change, not only just save the world, essentially, but save time, and save whatever, all kinds of future. So it's even bigger, more epic journey, and he's all about that, I think.
Does he ever get homesick, or is he all in, or is he okay with the giving up his old life?
Yeah, no homesickness yet. No homesickness yet necessarily. I think things that happen throughout the first 5 episodes certainly make him think about his past and have some nice emotional moments, consider the journey. But not yet. When he goes, he kind of has a solid reason and belief and focus of why he's going on the mission, which will kind of be uncovered in Arrow.
Given what he's gone through, getting blown up, coming back from the dead, is he any different when he comes back on Arrow? Has his personality changed at all?
Well, he didn't really come back from the dead. He just came back from anybody knowing that he was alive. A little bit different. But I mean,
still stressful.
Yes, I mean, a certain kind of insanity could certainly ensue from being that way for 6 months. I don't think so much that changes. The journey changed him. It's what he did, and I think he compartmentalizes that a little bit, that experience. But it's what he comes back to, the state of his company, the state of his life, the city. Did he have impact or did he not? I think is his journey, and then processing all of that is all part of the shift of his being gone and being away and coming back.
I know you had said that you were interested at some point in exploring like the Savage Sword or the Sword of the Atom concept. Are we going to see a little bit of what happened to you during that downtime and how you dealt with that world?
There was talk about that. I don't know if that will ever be. I think that was kind of a wish list thing. Certainly for me, would have been cool, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't think there's enough worked into the current storyline of effective Ray in that time for it to work right now. Like I said, this is why the changes have come mostly from him coming back into the world versus the experience that he had. I mean, we may go back and play in that world a little bit, or something like that might happen again. Certainly, there will be adventures of Ray being small and fighting bugs and other things that seem bigger than life to him at some point down the road. And I certainly talk about the Sword of Adam stuff all the time, just mostly because I want to have a sword and I want to sword fight in the Adam suit or just as Ray.
I would find it hard to believe the CW wouldn't want to get you in that loincloth.
Well, I don't know if I'd change the suit necessarily. I have to go that far. That'd be a long couple of days of shooting, a lot of working out. But
Will there be any alterations to the Atom costume in the new series?
no changes necessarily as of right now. We just changed a little bit of the lighting mechanism in the helmet so that you can see my face a little bit better as of right now, but we're early.
What will we see? What is the interaction? What are the interactions like between Ray and Stein? They're two brilliant scientists, but
Yeah.
with like completely different personalities.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a competition, and there's a little bit of a history, actually, between the two of them, which we find out through the course of the first couple episodes, which then you understand a little bit of the back and forth. But I think it's a really cool relationship that I didn't even think of that they would write it that way, but it's pretty fun. And some really good character moments and scenes, and working with Victor is fantastic, and is a joy. So
Awesome.
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you everybody.